Start with you. I mean, there have been 2 or 3 public sector disinvestments IPOs in the past 3 months. Did you put money in any of them?
I've actually not put directly into NTPC IPO recently, but immediately I purchased in the secondary market when the IPO was released.
Why was that?
Because the market price and the issue price was almost same.
So government has not particularly done a good job of disinvestment so far.
But they could manage to close the issue. You know, the issue did get some time. See, what the government is trying to do, from my observation in the last few years, is they were trying to corner a good market and trying to get more than what they deserve by divesting PSU stocks. Because of the good market conditions, you know, they were able to maybe raise resources, but the investors seem to be losing out. Because earlier people used to get a good fair return in IPO investment, but of late, you know, IPOs have started becoming really less and less attractive. But okay, the government is getting greedy, and the game is going on, but one day it definitely will boomerang. So, as of now, that's the situation.
So, I mean, there are 2 or 3 more. NTPC from Hyderabad is also coming out to the follower of it.
We really need to watch out at what price they are coming out. See, of late, of course, not just the PSU IPOs. A lot of IPOs have been actually overpriced in the last 3-4 years, if you see. And there were some IPOs which did give good returns to the investors. Based on that, I think people have started becoming greedy. We really need to wait and watch as to what's the price is going to be.
Thanks for this. I mean, what do we think? Is the government getting greedy?
No, but that disinvestment is important. Very, very essential.
No, but is it being done at the right price or in the right way?
Why would they want to leave any money on the table? They will try and get the maximum.
You have 50 more companies to sell, so you might want to. Would you? Have you put money in any of the PSU IPOs so far?
No, not really.
So you don't think the government is putting money on the table for you?
No, it's not leaving any money on the table for me. But from the government point of view, they don't want to leave any money on the table as well. So, I think it's a fair deal from there.
Talking of the stock market, it's a totally independent thing because the government will not want to leave any money on the table, as I said. They will not want any investor to make money overnight. Okay. No public sector company is going to give you a fantastic return in the future. Okay. And we have seen a growth phenomenon in the last 5 years which will never come back again. We Indians are used to 50-100% return. Okay. We need to now set it down to the fact that 15% is good return. Okay. 15-18% is good return, and we need to convince ourselves and our minds that this is the way the economy is going to go. You tell a Westerner today that your annual return is 13%, is more than happy. Okay. We are used to the fact last 5-7 years people have seen phenomenal returns, triple-fold jump, 5-fold jumps, but that's not going to happen.
I think pretty much every sector is actually spoiled across the board.
Today people talk of double-digit return, double-digit growth that itself is a great thing.
It's actually a double-edged sword. It's fair enough, for a PSU, like commercial organization, trying to get the maximum out of the inflow. But again, if you look at the long term, at least the PSUs have a role, at least the government has a role in attracting retail investors. If you see what's happening in the last few years, retail investors are slowly getting out of the market. The percentage of investment by the retail investor is actually going down drastically. A couple of booms have attracted the retail investors. The awareness of the stock market has gone up. The capacity of capital raising has gone up in the country. But again, I think we are going back in circles. Definitely, I mean, we need to draw a fine line and a fine balance. Only when there are returns, investors come in. But again, it cannot always be an upward graph like he said. We can't always have phenomenal returns. But again, we need to find a fine balance. And then a couple of other observations what actually friends here were making. I just wanted to comment on those things. One was the railways, one of the friends was commenting about. I think railways is the only organization in this world which has got a huge consumer demand and which is not able to cater to its consumers. I mean, giving another railway, another train or another railway track actually is seen as a gift or a act of charity by the public. In fact, there is huge consumer demand. I mean, they need to really cater to it. I think we had this situation in telecommunications a few years back, or maybe a decade back, till when the government one day decided enough is enough and let's allow private competition to it, and then today we are able to see 10 years back, we had an MP to recommend to get a telephone line, and that's the situation today. You want a ticket tomorrow, you need an MP or someone to give a recommendation letter and buy it in the emergency quarter, and then we have this funny Tata scheme going on and on forever. I think when there is demand, there is a huge case for privatization or additional investment into that particular activity.